always think I'm not on when I'm on. Right, so I am. Woo. Let's give it a few minutes. I do a bit of thinking of my, not had the fork out for ages. We've had the, well, I've not had the drum out for ages either. You see how that sounds anyway? That'd be a bit of feedback. It's not picking up that strong, so anyway. Sort that out another time. See if anyone comes in. See somebody there. Oh, hi Sue. Some oil on. I haven't forgot about your thing. Whew. Hi William. I'll just wait for a few more people to come in because I've got a message from the cards, and it's, you know, same sort of message we get, but this is the thing that's going on. So, you know, yeah, don't worry, I still remember. Hi Chris. Yeah, I've written it down from the cards. I've just written it down because there was more added from this massive message. But I was going to come on today because I'll talk about something at the end of this message as well. Hi, Archangel Michael. Michael. Yeah. Yesterday was a bit of a weird day. Something happened here, which was a bit devastating at the beginning, but then it was fine. I had friends round and family. Friends that had the jibby jabber, and family that haven't had the jibby jabber. That was fine. We're just having conversations of, you know, well, I didn't actually bring up different people's opinions on things. And one of my friends, because my friends are quite good in the sense of, even though they've had the jibby jab and they know what my opinion is with it, it was just like, yeah, but, you know, people have different opinions and we've just got to get on. We can't fall out, which is right, because there's a lot of people falling out about it, but each to their own, isn't it? Because it's their choice. So you got that going on. Yeah. So like I said, I'll just give it a few more minutes, just warm up. So I'm not going to be on for long because I do actually want to go and chill out, because that's just what I feel like. But I just thought I'd come on and give you this. So we'll just see if a few more people come in before I start. I'll have to go back to the beginning. So why I'm waiting, the ones who are in chat right now, how have you all been feeling? You know, not with what's going on out there, just like in yourself. Well, things could have been triggering you, but you know, definitely a chill date. Yeah, it's all division, Chris. It's all division on every level. And that's why when my friends came round, I didn't get in an argument about it, because It's their choice. I'm not going to fall out with friends just because, yes, it's not nice for us to see friends and family taking that, but there you go. So, yeah. We've got to respect other people's path. That's what it's all about as well, which I was going to talk about as well. We've got to respect other people's choices. Yes, we know, I'll sort of say in one sense, it's not really a choice because they haven't been shown two sides of the story, but then again, they're not even looking. So, to me, this will be repeated after. We've had last year 2 research for the people who hadn't been already researching years before and years before that on certain stuff. You know, lockdown to me was so people could take time out of work. I know people lost jobs and that, but take time out and they had the time to research. But a lot of people were lazy and didn't. So they had the choice there to sort of look into what everyone was screaming and shouting about, not just, oh no, we're right. It's like, look at both sides, but go and research that and figure it out. Because like I say, yeah, a bit hectic. You can't come to a book club and have a discussion about the book club, that book in the book club, if you haven't actually read the book. You know, if you get what I'm saying. So, hectic. Still calm, even though I got 2 daughters with drama. Yeah, well, girls are always drama, aren't they? Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to get into it because anyone who comes in after will have to listen to it after. So, I wrote it all down, so I'm just going to read it out. And it was funny because I saw people. I watched a bit of Mark Atwood last night because I've not checked his channel out for a while. So I was catching up with a few videos. One with, I always get a name wrong. Is it? And I did go and comment on her channel today. JCK. Because she was going on about a few things that we've brought up before on this channel. And other people have brought up. And it's nice that, you know, she was coming to that as well. Because, you know, most of us are in the knowing of. But I'll talk about that in a minute. Well, the knowing of heart and the knowing of giving, because that's where we're all going. Heart, giving, receiving and giving. And that goes into a lot of chats about when people moan about people charging for certain things. You can charge for your time of something. It's just not extortionate prices that some people do that take the mickey out of charging ridiculous prices where no one can afford it. But there's that other flip side of it as well. You can't be taking off someone all the time without an energy exchange, and money is an energy exchange at the minute. So there's all that. Here's indigo in the house as well. There's all that as well. You know, I personally have always given a lot on YouTube of my energy. So now and again, if there's something, you know, a donation, or I put something together, which I will be doing, and someone wants to pay for that service, that's an energy exchange at the end of the day, because I can give bits on here, I give a lot on here, and I can come and give extra bits of meditations and stuff like that. But if I wanted to do something longer, this is just an example, I would charge for it, because you can't give your energy away. And because people today, a lot of people today expect everything for nothing. And some people expect, like, to get all the information, blah, 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 and never do the work on themselves. And this is what it's about. It's about action. So I'm going to read out the message of the cards. I'm just going to read it out. Exactly, Jean. Done being nice and not charging. Yeah, and a lot of people get walked all over that. And we know, people like us and people in chat, and many other people like us, we give a lot anyway. And if there was someone who couldn't afford it, or there was someone you know who was in need anyway, you give it out. I do that behind the scenes. So, you know, it's give and take. And sometimes if you're taking, you've also got to give back. It's not all about taking. But this is where a lot of people think this today. And to me, that's not the right way of being. So, anyway. So the angel messages I got, because I started with my angel cards, which are on there, so I can't be bothered bringing them over. I'm just being truthful. And then we went into, I think it was Hidden Realms card and something else. I can't remember. But I've written it all out on here, so it went in order of. I'm just going to read it out if I can read my own writing. Pleasure. I'm just going to read it all out and then go into a chat. Pleasure. Take pleasure in loving you, nurturing your well-being, all things that help you fill up on light. Talking about light, I was just catching the sun going down, And as I was looking, as most people know, I was watching the photonic particles. And sometimes when I look at the sun, it goes blue. And it was spinning. I was watching it before, like, yeah, I've had this before. Photonic light. You know, I've always said, me personally, photonic light, like little orbs. That light that comes within us and helps us heal, helps us with answers and all sorts. A bit like, you know, God particles, I call it. And if you don't know, if you've not really ever heard of photonic light, which most of you will have done, photonic light is also referred to as red light. Funny that, because I've got a red card. Cold laser or low laser level therapy. Photonic light is in the, it was just going on earlier, 400 to 7, is it nm spectrum of visible light, and works in conjunction with the body's own healing centres at cellular level. Well, yes, that's why breath work's important, because you're bringing them photonic lights in. They're very small, just like orbs. You know, that's what orbs are as well to me. It's all the same sort of thing. So, yeah. So, hi Effie. Hi Starlight Divine. Hi anyone who's coming in. I've not seen your name. So, we've got that, and it says, just jumped in there with that, because it says light. Make you feel lighter in frequency, happy, joyful, get up and go and do. Meaning, this message was about pleasure, whatever gives you, as we're always saying, the joy factor, and it's making you feel lighter, not denser and depressed and all that sort of stuff. Lighter in frequency, happy, joyful, get up and go and do. As I always say, go and do more of that. Yeah, vitamin D is Rainbow Wizard as well. Gratitude. I'm always banging on about gratitude. I've got my gratitude, attitude of gratitude down here. Every morning or evening, do at least like 3 what you're grateful for, what you have, because there's many things to be grateful for. You know, it doesn't have to be big things, small things, whatever. There's many things to be grateful for every single day of your life. So it says, be grateful. In all you do, be grateful every day for at least 3 things. Journal, say out loud, I am grateful for, blah, blah, blah. That is energy work as well. Energy work comes in many different forms, shapes and forms. Energy work. Concentrating on your energy, where it goes, focus on bringing in your own light, love, love, is energy work, focus there. And then I put drinking, meaning, because the card came up with the cup of tea card, drinking, but my higher self was saying, drinking, what information are you taking in? Is it bitter or sweet? Because I put, if it's not sweet, then why drink it? Meaning, energy and vibe, not feeling good, don't take that information in or within yourself, cellular structure, because like we all know, you know, if you're looking too much at the news, you're allowed to be aware. If you're looking too much at the news and drinking that in every day, you're going to lower your frequencies in your cellular structure. It's not going to be working properly. So, you know, be careful what you're drinking in, the information you're drinking in. Oh yes, English Patriot. Yes, things are getting exciting energy-wise. Yeah, they are. They're getting exciting on every level. You've got the energy level, and you've just got what's going on and what's popping up, and we're all watching it. You know, like the watchers, the observers, we're like, woo! And I will say something about that in a minute anyway. Just talk about that at the end of my notes, because, well, I sort of did actually. Yeah, I did. Frontline. I was talking about this today. So, then we got the Connect with Earth again. So it was Connect with Earth, Mother, walks, meditations, or walking meditation could be just out walking, you know, in the forest, on the beach, whatever. Eating, playing, you know, anything like that. Playing out with your kids out in nature, playing in nature. Eating nature helps you ground. Maybe leave a crystal for a tree, and then someone else might find that crystal as well, and it'll give them joy and this, that, and the other, and all that good stuff. Coyote Heart is in the house as well, and A.L. May is in the house as well. Oh, don't worry. And then we got in be fair in all situations. Now, these were the main 3 cards that I think I pulled first and I put on Instagram this morning. So it was be fair in all situations, resolve your conflicts with yourself and other people, just let go. And that was to do with balance, judgment, and I put the rapture. I don't mean a rapture in what some people say, but there is sort of a rapture going on, because it's what you call it, dividing the chaff from the wheat, or whatever the saying is, as in, you know, make sure you're on the good side of light, basically, is all I can say. You know, if you're working for the bad and you know it, especially if you know it, it's a little bit different if you don't and you don't understand, but if you know you're working for that side, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. And then we got Lady Gaia. Your challenges are lessons. You are loved and welcomed on earth. Your challenges are lessons. People will challenge you, especially when you're shining your light brighter. Things will challenge you. How you take it within you, do you manoeuvre around it, jump over it, or does it stop you in your tracks, or does it propel you? Most people, I know on here, it will probably propel. Some people, it stops in the tracks and they wait a while. Doesn't mean they'll never move. They may just wait a while. And you are all loved. You are all loved anyway from Source. And you are all welcome on earth. Do you know what I mean? So that was in. And then it was create a solid spiritual foundation. Talking about that this morning with Indigo. But we all know this. You've got to create a spiritual foundation. To me, that's the Trinity as well as mind, body and spirit. Be in service to the planet. The light you are bringing everywhere, you're working it. You're working it every day. You fall down, you get up. And it was funny as well, because when I was watching Mark Atwood the other day, he was saying something about something. He said, we all go through that, oh my God, I want to save the world. But then we realise all you've got to do, he said, a wise man once said, but I did say it on my channel the other day, you're here to give service to the world. Help, shine your light, be the light, help. By being the light, you will help others. Be in service to others. I've said you're giving. It doesn't mean you're not receiving, you will receive, but you are giving. One for awake, floodwaters on the firmament, pure consciousness. Yeah. You know, and it's true. And then I'll go into that in a minute. And then we got the Ruby card, which I see Ruby is red. Well, it is red. Action, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. Rejuvenate. It said rejuvenate your body, and I put your body. Trinity, because it was a number 3 card. This card, so 3 Trinity is your soul. What did I put? Oh no, sorry. I put rejuvenate your body. Your soul purpose will help this. And then that card was. Oh no, that card wasn't number 3. Oh no, sorry, this card wasn't number 3, it was a card below. So yeah, there was Ruby, which you see is red, is go, action. I'm going to talk about that in a minute because this is what this chat was about. Rejuvenate your body, your soul purpose will help this. Then came silver, and it was like loads of little orbs, and it was lovely. Silver, be present. You have to be present, you know, in the moments. Not present. I'm half asleep today. Be persistent, sorry. Be persistent. Be persistent with what you're putting out. Emerald was number 3. No, Emerald was 30. But obviously, if you take the O off, because we don't use that, is 3, which is Trinity, and that was and it said calm your mind, body, and soul, because Trinity is mind, body, and soul. Mind, body, and soul. They've got to be all functioning. Can't have one without the other and not the other. They've all got to be functioning. And then I put all the information in the world and in beautiful books are brilliant. But what are you going to do with all this information now? It's all about action, and it's about what you're going to do with this information now. Use it for you and others. Not here to save the world. You're here to serve it. What else did I put? Oh yeah, because basically you can read all the books in the world. Now I laugh because I have a lot of books and I don't actually read them all. I'll read a few pages, leave it, go back to it, because basically when I open a book that I'm really interested in, I go, oh, I already knew that, so I don't really need to read the book. But I love books, but I'll go back to it at another point and read a bit more, and I'll go, yeah, that's happened, yeah, I already know, because it's a knowing. There's some people that have knowings. There's people that need to look at lots of stuff to get it in, but I've never been like that. I've just been more like, yep, and I'm more of a visual worker. But what I'm trying to say is it doesn't matter how you understand things, how you get your information wherever. The time now is you should have a lot of information. Now, a lot of people will sit and watch YouTube and other channels, which is brilliant. And if you haven't noticed, it's mainly the same sort of information, maybe a bit different words because we all use different words. It's all the same, but especially about love coming from the heart. So really, we've done all this now. It's what are you going to do with the information you hold, you believe in, and that you've gathered? It's about action now. What are you going to do with that information? And are you going to use it for yourself to help you bring yourself into higher vibrations? Or are you just going to carry on, keep looking stuff, keep looking for stuff, keep looking for stuff, but not doing the work? It's about action and go, go, go. So if anyone gets what I'm talking about, yeah, got on a mission. Yeah, a lot of us have gathered our information. Don't get me wrong, there are others that are still gathering, and there are others that will come on and gather. There's ones that have gathered before, but you know, when you sort of get into things, it's like, yeah, we know. But, pardon? Well, can you tell him he'll have to wait? It's my eldest telling me Finn wants me, and he should be asleep. And he'll be asking about something. If he comes down again, I'll go up. He's not been asleep since he went to bed. But his big brother can go and see what he wants. So, I will go up if he asks again. But, yeah, that's just put me off now. So, what was I saying? Yeah, so, it's action time. If you're getting to the point where you're like, oh my God, yeah, this information's that I get it. That means that you've got your information now. You need to go and use that in your life to lift your frequencies up, whatever that is, on your divine path of what you came here to do. Everybody's different, like I said. There's an office, there's people who make tea, there's people that work in that, there's the boss, this, that, and the other. There's different fractions in that place, and you're all doing light work anyway. So you've got to use that, you know. There's other people who will be circling around, constantly looking at stuff. They'll say they're awake, and then when the shit happens, they'll be the ones that fall apart because they weren't actually doing the work to raise the vibrations to get them in a better place of state of higher consciousness. So when the shit does hit the fan, big time, they're going to fall because they weren't actually working on themselves to do that. You can't actually work on someone else's ascension. You can only do yours and help others when they're asking you questions and certain stuff. When they come over, what we've also got to remember is to respect everybody else's path, where they're at the minute, because we all go through the anguish stage, but you do have to respect what people chose, because a lot of us believe in soul contracts. They came here to do that, they came here to do it. You're not here to do that for them. You're here to do you. And that's how you bring service to the world and this realm, is by raising your vibration. Because when everyone understands that, we all do it. So everyone's helping each other in that sense. Who else have we got in? Anyone else come in? Got a sign. Danny's just come in. There might be some others, I'm not quite sure. Angel A. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Starlight. You can look at directions, but you have to put them together. Yeah, we all hold a piece of the jigsaw because we are a part of that whole. It's like this big jigsaw blew up and we all went off as a piece of a jigsaw, and now we're all coming together. My jigsaw might look a bit different to yours. It might look a bit different to Elle's. It might look a little bit different than Indigo's. It might look a little bit different from Starlight Divine. But when it all fits together, the bigger picture is seen. And we're all bringing the different fractals in and the different information that makes it all whole again. Hi, Stephanie Young, if anyone gets what I'm saying. So it's not because if you woke up and you learnt something and you see someone else waking up and theirs is slightly a little bit different, that it's wrong. It doesn't mean it's wrong. They've just got another slice of the pie. But you put all them slices of the pie back and it's still a whole pie. Or there's the other way. You're seeing a lot of people with the same experiences as you should be like, wow, I've had that experience too. So you sort of know, you know it is going on because you're resonating like, oh my God, people all over the world have got the same sort of experience. That's beautiful as well. So, you know. And also, I caught at Mark Atwood the other day, and he was talking to JC. And JC, I just went and checked the channel this morning because I don't watch the channels all the time now. I've gone down in what I watch. But she was saying, which I've talked about before, she got to a little, I was going to play it, but you can find it on the channel. She was saying something about, oh, I know that. She got upset because she said she's going to be giving some the meditation triangles out, which is what I'm after. I knew about this a while back and I've wanted one for a while, but I'm going to buy myself one when I've got the money to buy one. But that's fine. When that comes, we'll have fun with that. And if you don't know about that, you know, that's going on at the minute. A lot of people talking about that. But it's nothing new. It's nothing new. But she was sort of saying, oh, she's going to help people get them because she realised, she started crying, you've got to give to others, you know. And thought, yeah, well, these are the messages we're getting. It's service to others. And helping those that are less fortunate sometimes. If you can, you can, can't you? That's what it's about. So if you have money and you have extra money, you can help people. It's when greedy people have money and they have too much money and they just want money and they don't help others with that money. You know, you can have money and you could have a practice or something or other, and you'd be bringing that in, yes, to live, but you'd also be putting it out to help people. That's how it works. But she was sort of saying about food and makeup, and she was just making these little comments about stuff, and I did chuckle because I have talked about this before, and I do believe in it as well, because JC wears makeup, I wear makeup, not a 10-ton of it, but I wear makeup. I'm not saying she does, I'm just saying she wears makeup. We are women who like to, you know, women like to look nice, and at the end of the day, you get people who always say, and I've said this before, oh, Dolly can't be spiritual because she wears makeup. Oh my God, you can't be spiritual if you wear makeup. It's like, really? It's not about this. It's about this. It's a frequency. And then food, where, yes, I know. Thank you. Effie's just put it in chat. JCK's channel. Food, I remember coming onto the path, and it was like, I'm a vegan. Should I be vegetarian? I did go vegan for 9 months, and I did go vegetarian. But when I met my fella, I fell down the bit of like, we just have a bit of chicken now and again, because that's all I really ate was really chicken, fish, and, you know, fruit and veg. But it was mainly white meat. And then he's like, oh, I want to eat more veg. So we're a bit like balanced out with all. But the thing is, God, source, universe, whatever you want to call it, loves you unconditionally. Yes, it can help raise your vibrations and your frequencies of energy. I understand that. So if anybody's saying anything in chat, that's fine, because it's your opinion. But at the end of the day, source or benevolent multi-dimensional beings, they're checking your frequency out. They don't see that. They know you as an energy. They feel you as a frequency. They don't go, oh my God, you ate a chicken last night. Do you know what I mean? And the thing is with the vegan community, which is brilliant, but you've got to understand as well, for the people who don't know, I know there's people who know, when there's a trend put out there, and this is in the past and it's all proven, they put things out there, well, hey, let's get to McDonald's with the new vegan burger. It's when they're making processed stuff of this like fake meat that isn't meat, but people still want to be like, oh, I'll eat it because it tastes a bit like meat. What's in it? What's in it? You know, most of us know about that, but eating meat does. Yeah, I know it lowers your frequency, Indigo, but what I'm trying to say is, I know that, but what I'm trying to say is at the end of the day, it is to do with unconditional love. Not really going to see that. I know people, I've said this before, I know people who eat meat. I know people who are vegetarian. I know people who are dickheads who are vegetarians. I know people who are lovely who eat meat. I know people who are dickheads who eat meat and lovely who are vegans. But I know that. But what I'm trying to say is, it's not going against vegans or anything, because I know about the frequencies of animals and all that. But then again, also, there's a bit of a thing in that it's all about balance. Like Avi said, there's a guy called Avi, used to be on YouTube, used to do a thing with Tommy Robinson, and a vegan went shouting at him, and I've said this before, and he said, look, you're never going to stop me from eating meat, Avi said, and he's Jewish, by the way. And he said, but what I will agree with you is it's the consumption at the rate we consume it at is the problems with the animals and the way they do things. Not like way back when they were on, reared, proper free range, do you know what I mean? All that sort of stuff. So there's balance, people can't go around shouting at people, telling them what to do. It's their choice. But there is that knowing of, yes, we do consume too much, do you know what I mean? So there is all that sort of stuff going on. But what I'm trying to say is, it's not just the food, it's people will assume, oh, you can't be spiritual if you're eating meat, or you can't be spiritual if you're wearing makeup, or you can't be spiritual if you're doing this. When people start telling people what to do, sounds a bit like government, doesn't it? Oh, you can't do this. But you know what I mean? And I'm not getting at anyone in chat, I'm just saying this is what I was reading off that, because I have mentioned this before. And it is that thing that you think about that thing. Is it good or bad? That lowers your frequency as well. If you really believe, if you eat that, it lowers your frequency, therefore it will as well. But also, there's people who have stuff because they have different body types of whatever they do for a job, like a bodybuilder or whatever, or someone who's a wrestler compared to someone who's smaller and does something else that doesn't need that much energy. It's like different. But I'm just saying, because we're all different and unique. But yeah, I hope you get what I'm saying anyway. I can't live without McDonald's. Oh, I think you can. You will do when you find out what's in McDonald's. No. Not going into that. Yeah, no labels. Yeah, it's labels. It's still labels. We all go on about labels, then we forget we're going in labels. And a lot of food's made in labs these days, and if it's made in a lab and it's not off the earth, because they'll even make meat that's made in a lab, and that's where I think they get in with all this vegan. They do the thing with the vegan thing. Oh, vegan burger, yeah, but what's in a vegan burger? That's what I want to know. But I think you all get what I'm saying. Ooh. Oh, you enjoy your McDonald's. And that's fine. If you love a Mackie D's, that is fine. 3-3. Well, not the 3-3, but the master bill. No. Yeah. Yes, Danny likes a big juicy burger. But each their own, do you know what I mean? So that's good. Only the oatmeal and coffee. Yeah, it's intention in the energy. Pyramid is mainly symbolism. Yeah, exactly, unless it's a big Egyptian one. Yeah, it is. What's really weird is I'm just putting this out there as a conversation. I'm not saying I'm right or anyone's wrong or right and wrong and what all this, that and the other. Yeah, not when you know what's in it. Is my dad said ages ago, when I was vegan for like 9 months, which is quite a hard thing to do anyway, I think. Personally, that's just me. He said, well, if it's all about frequency, change that frequency up and vibration of what you think about that food. And it's like, yeah, exactly. If anyone gets what I'm saying. But anyway, not arguing about that. So what you all saying in chat? Because it's even that thing is, even if you liked something, but then someone started telling, then you started believing it was all bad, and you think that, your frequency is going to change, if anyone gets what I'm saying. So, yeah, do what you want, you know what I mean? Because it is that thing as well, you've got to do what's right for you, what feels right for you, whatever that is. And no one can tell you, because no one's you, and you've got to do what's right for you. Yeah, all in the mind, exactly. But like I'm saying, I do understand about the animal thing, this, that and the other, and other certain things, because it's just the way they get in there and put things in things anyway. And like I said, with the whole, as we know, animals in a big manufactured, not manufactured, the way they put them in, what are they called? Yeah, the way they all shove them together and keep them away from people so they can't see what's going on. I've seen forks over knives. That's what made me go vegetarian in the first place. But there is stuff behind that as well. Anything that comes in as a trend, the vegan thing came in as a massive trend, and then celebrities push it. But they're pushing all the, what's that stuff that they're making in the lab that they're saying that's vegan, fake meat. If it's fake, there's something wrong with it, innit? No sugar or dairy, not even fish. But like I say, each to their own, and they'll either come to it or not come to it or whatever. But like I say, it's like JCK was saying, I probably got a name wrong again. to me, it's not all about what you're eating. It's a big part of it. It's about what you're putting out more than anything. Like I said, source is unconditional. It's just going to go, right, whatever, but I want to know what's in here. What's in here? What have you been doing over this time around people? How are you speaking to people? What are you doing for others? Especially at this time right now. Not really concerned with that. Yes, that helps. And yes, we'll probably go into a place where that's more in balance with everything. But the main thing is, what you're doing. What are you giving out? You know, if anyone gets what I'm saying. Ooh, what's going on there? Why did that just mean battery went dark then? Yeah, Rainbow was saying we all have to take responsibility for ourselves. We are not statistics. If we listen to our bodies and observe the effects, exactly, that's what I'm saying. What's good for you is good for you. You listen to your body, you tune into your body. If you seem to be getting good benefits off it and good gains or whatever that is, then it's right for you. We're all individual. So what's right for me ain't going to be right for somebody else. And what's right for you ain't going to be right for me necessarily. Some things might be, you know, but that's how it goes because we are all individual. And I mean, oh my God, I mean, if you're into all the, you know, do we come from different star systems and all that lot of stuff, then we're all different anyway. You know, you could be, I don't know. But anyway, it's all interesting, isn't it? I just wanted to put that out there anyway. And I have said it before. Well, like I said, the main thing is, what action are you taking now with all the information that you've gathered? The information about 3D, the information about energies, other stuff, if you're into that or coming into it, and are you respecting other people's journeys? Like I said, what's right for you isn't right for everybody else. The way you research might not be the way someone else researches. So some people really need to do stuff and gather a lot of information until it sinks in. Some people are quite switched on to like, whoop. Some people just are like, have a knowing, and it's like, yeah, I know. But they don't mean big-headed, it's just this thing where you're like, I get it, but what are you going to do with it all? This is the time for action, and I did get the red card out. We all know this, we've had the time for the researching last year. There's been a lot of researching going over loads of years. It's action time, and we know action time's coming because the systems are falling, so the only way we're going next is building the foundations with the action behind it in many different jigsaw pieces that will all connect together. Because, you know, to me, I can't remember who I was watching the other day. I think it might have been Mark Atwood with someone on, and, you know, there was a lovely lady on. Where's my phone? Oh, it's there so I can check. And you know that thing about people have got to learn so much. You know, yes, we have to make communities, which a lot of people have been talking about that anyway. Yes, we have to grow our own food. Yes, we have to do this. Yes, we have to do that. But other things that people will be learning within this Aquarian age, this very spiritual age, is people realising how intuitive they are and how to listen to their intuitiveness within them. That's right for them. They need to learn this and know it is a thing and start trusting themselves to be a sovereign divine being, and then all the other stuff comes into play. But to me, because there'll be so many people out there in different areas of things, like I've said before, you come into a community, it's like, what are you good at? I'm quite good at this, right? You can be with the builders, you can be with this, you can be with the artists, you can be with the singers, you can be the musicians. You're going to have, so it's not just one thing, it's many different things, as I said, jigsaw pieces all coming together. And what that will be is what your real, true soul, what's the word? Soul purpose. Your real soul purpose, not the one, oh, I'm sat in an office, oh, I don't know what's going on. Your real soul purpose of when you come to that and realise what it is that you came here to do within a job or whatever it is, it doesn't matter, you know. But not the sort of jobs that they've been putting us in, mind-numbing, where it's not really doing anything apart from serving them. Relearning our divine Atlantean powers. Yeah, and I would say English Patriot. I think there's a lot though between, personally, I was talking about this the other day, Lemuria, or whatever they call it, and Atlantean. I wonder, and this is just me, there's no right or wrong, because we all think we know something, and guess what? We all know nothing at the same time as well. I sort of see Atlantis and Lemuria as Lemurians being the arty musical ones, and Atlantis being the tech ones and the intellectual ones, and maybe there was a fight or a war and then it fell because maybe the intellectual ones, which is a bit like what's going on now, you know, with the high tech, sort of got a bit greedy, you know, and that's why they always say that you know, the creative ones, this, what, that, oh no, they should live a poor life, you know, you don't have to get money for being an artist or this, that and the other. It's where's the balance in that? Does anyone get what I'm saying? So which would sort of, right, what's going on here? What's going on here? Which would be a bit like what's going on, you know. History repeats itself, doesn't it? Two sides warring. Who's better than the other? If anyone gets what I'm saying. But yeah, but in harmony, tech can work in harmony. I've said this before, it's not against tech. Tech can work in harmony, not when something's too greedy. Yeah, what we know is a drop in the ocean. Exactly. Well, that's why I was saying before, you know, we can all go on about what we think's right and what's this, what's that, the other, and all the information in the world. But that's why I say it's what you're going to do with it now, because we like to think we do, and we're getting, you know, lookings on things, but at the end of the day, I think what things are coming, I mean, I personally think they're going to be good, but I think it's going to be far off more than what we initially thought, which is great. And we just keep cycling. Well, no, there's people cycling round, but we're moving up, spiraling up, and then we'll learn something on that level, and then we'll go up again, and then we'll go up again, and then we thought we knew something, and then we're like, shit, we've got to learn this now. How exciting. That's how I see it. Yeah, we got a Lemurian card the other day, and actually we got a malaria. We didn't get malaria. We got a malaria, I can't say it, card today as well, because it was it's here. We got this the other day as well. It was about the grids. It was this one. We got this the other day. And in the book, where's the book? The book. With the book, we got it said, I mean, it says service to the planet, which we all know. Yeah, it said, didn't it? It says Archangel. I can't really say the name. I'm going to say G because I said it the other day. Influence spreads throughout the universe. Her grey and white colours radiate like spokes around her. Her etheric retreat is in the hollow earth, and she works with the beings here to hold Lemurian wisdom steady and active. Wherever she is in the universe, she connects to our ley lines and sends white light along them. This helps to keep the whole planet stable and in touch with the latest cosmic news. Which is obvious, isn't it? We are all connected to the stars, we are all connected to the universe, we are all connected to Earth. That's what I personally see the tree of life as, because it's connected to the ground, but it goes up to the heavens, getting all that photonic light and information, many different things behind that as well. But as above, so below, as within, so without, as the universe, so the soul, you know, we get that information in, but we are rooted to the earth as well. So yeah, that was beautiful. And I'm just going to pull the secret language of light. Hi, Patricia. So yeah, I mean, that's personally what I think anyway. Just me. I mean, you could call it Earth Mother, Cosmic Father, whatever. And I got up at 4:44 today, and I actually took a picture on my phone. I woke up and I thought to myself, I wouldn't be surprised if it's 4:44. And I did put this on Instagram, and I woke up and I took a picture, and it was 4:44. So I had to laugh. I did take a picture of it, wherever it is, somewhere. There it is. With my Q sign, that's still on my phone as a screensaver. That's been there for a few years. Where is it? There. Don't know if you can see it. If it's in 4:44. I woke up and thought, I bet it's 4:44. I woke up and it was 4:44. So I had to laugh. I had to laugh. And then I had to laugh when I was watching Mark Atwood, because he's put a video up that I didn't know, saying about he saw some UFOs, and one was like flashed out like warp speed Star Trek. And I don't know if you remember, I said the other day I thought I saw something and it glowed up and looked like it glowed down again. I was like, ooh. And I was asking, because I too talk to the stars, which most people do. Mark Atwood does, if you know what I'm talking about, when you sort of, you know, talking in your head to the stars when you're out in your garden. Also, there was a lovely lady on called, just check Mark Atwood's channel out, a lovely lady called, I keep forgetting her name, a lovely lady called Tracy Holloway, and she was going on about when she was younger and she knew she didn't fit here, and she used to have skin allergies and all this, and she knew she wasn't from here, and her story just sounded like, as most of us know, the book The Little Soul and the Sun. You know, you came here to be the light, but she got this message in when she was a very young girl saying, when she said, what am I doing here? Where am I? And it was like, you're hiding. Don't let them see or you'll be killed. And the whole thing with how she was adopted as a kid, and then she found out certain stuff. I'm not going to spoil that for you. Check her out over on Mark Atwood's channel. Really interesting. And most will probably resonate with why you didn't fit in. Why most of us think we didn't fit in. Yeah, they are great to watch, Leona. When I went on Mark's channel and when I did a Zoom chat with him, he was really, he's got really good energy. Lovely. I'd love to do a chat with him again. It's lovely. Recap. But yeah. But it's just funny what they were talking about is what I've been talking about, which a lot of us talk about, was resonating with, and then it's resonate, and then they're saying it, so it's all that resonation of we are on the right path, and that's why I say with all this information, what you're going to do with it now. What you're going to do, you need to put action behind what you can do with the information you hold now. For people and the things that are coming as well. And also I'll talk about, oh, hi Alex, hi Dolly, big up, love and positive energy as always, thank you. Was just, I can't remember who I was talking to, I've talked to all of you today, but like some people behind the scenes, but also someone mentioned, I think it was Tracy Hollowell on Mark Atwood's channel, as, oh, it might have been on that or something else. She said, you know, it must be hard for the frontliners. Now, I see the frontliners personally as the people who, yeah, I have a pint with Mark, yeah, the people who are on the front line of certain things that are going on, obviously with the children and underground front line, and the people who are sort of like in the marches and stuff who deplete their energy because they do get angry and stuff like that, and that's quite hard. A lot of us have done that, been through that energy and come out the other side, and then a lot of us go into different things like healing and stuff like that, because I truly believe the ones who are doing healing, but like I said, you're all here to do different things. You just got to figure out what it is that resonates with you. We're here to help the healers of the frontliners, because we are in a spiritual war, and if you think about it, in war, and I have said this before, you will have nurses and the ones that heal and help patch people up from what they've seen, but it's going to be different this time because we've got technology as well, you know, holistic stuff, this, that and the other, for the frontliners, because we are in a war, we're in a spiritual war on the mind. So yeah, So that's why you'll get a lot of people going into that. But there'll be different fractions of different things going on. And I still need to do my hair. Look at it. If you get what I'm saying. So I'm just going to do a reading out of this light deck. Nearly. Oh, we've got Nourish. Beautiful card. Don't know if you can see it properly. Nourish 23. Look at that lovely star shining its light, and Earth with this gorgeous white light behind it. That's actually what I saw like that, but all this was white in my dream about healing a few years ago. The Earth was a big white ball. It had like this. You can see this around it, but that's Nourish, healing. The world is going to be healed, but we have to see the shit before we, you know, said the other day, that water comes up the glass, there's dirt in the glass, you know, the swamp needs draining. The more water you put on, if you leave a tap on, that dirt will rise, it'll overflow, and it will just, what do you call it with water? What did I say the other day? More and more water goes in it, it will just disappear, because it will flood out and there'll be no dirt in it, because it'll just be pure water. But we have to see these things. Chaos before the calm. It has to be chaotic for people to wake up. Like I've said before, I think I was saying to Indigo today, if you've got fleas on your back, you need to have a good shake, and the earth is shaking the fleas off its back, basically. This is why I say, make sure you're raising your vibrations and you're working for service to the world, because where this is going ain't going to be no good if you're not. Definitely in a spiritual water, yeah. So many just don't realise we're in. No, they don't. That's what's been hard about it, you know. Well, that's what's been frustrating for people, because they're watching. As I say, we're like watching. There's ones that I've been one that's been in it, and now I'm a watcher watching this theatre go on, because we know it's a show. It's a show to wake the sleeping up. You know, I'll talk to many people like, yeah, I know, because like we're watching it, and everyone getting like, wow, but we are actually watching a show. Remember what I shouted out at Christmas? Grab your popcorn. I don't mean without action, there's action, but it's not for me to know all that now, because I woke up to all that. It's the people that are going into it now and waking up, but because there's still people, a mass majority, that are still asleep, still want the government to do this, this and this for them, they have to be abruptly woken up, because this is the time. If we didn't go in this time of what's going on and people have been waking up, we wouldn't move on that timeline, but we are, and it's not going to change. The best is yet to come, do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, English Patriot, yeah. And some of it's not going to be good, do you know what I mean? But it's what it is. So these two turned over. We've got Soul Love 33. And you should be loving your soul, your body and everything, and talking to yourself and your cellular structure, like I've said before. Be careful what you say. I said this to a friend yesterday. Be careful how you speak to yourself and others. And number 7, you know, my number has just come out. Nothing has gone wrong. Nothing's gone wrong. It's the way it's always been, and this was going to happen. You know, gone about 2012, I'd say 2021. This is it. This is what lots of different ancient texts talked about. Is now. Yin and the yang, the balance. Nothing has gone wrong. It looks like it's gone batshit crazy. And people who are asleep will think, oh my God. But really, it's a bit of a divine plan going on, isn't it? So, yeah. Nothing has gone wrong. I'm going to actually read that one out. Number 7. 7 Heaven. Oh, I've got channeling from the other day, because a lot of us do channel through many different ways. There's not just one way to channel either. 7. says, hello Teresa, it says, in the last an obstacle launches new loving requests. This is this card. Hair on my nose. In the last few days, a change came out of the blue. It may have felt like your body and mind moved from a crack in reality as your life altered course so suddenly. Deep within, you have been craving change, and we have, and this is why it's changing. And this situation brings new and different experiences to your life. You may be feeling a little lightheaded and dazed by the brilliance of this expanded version of you, but you are doing so well. It is now time to catch your breath and settle into your new outlook. Getting rid of the old ways, we're keeping our focus on the new. This is an opportunity to look at your thoughts, ideas, and your reactions to your potential success. We're not going to go in the reactions and the old thoughts and the negative thoughts of before. We're going in the positive. As you become aware and implement change, you can rise above the limits people or situations have placed on you, as they have. This card depicts the trigram of the I Ching Book of Changes with a yin-yang symbol. This is a reminder that everything changes, as we know, so we know all this is going to change. There's nothing can exist on our physical plane without its opposite, and neither is superior to the other. You can't stop anything that has manifested, but it can serve as inspiration to create new paths aligned with your soul truth. I mean, boom, there it is right there. It can't be stopped being manifested, because over the years of people waking up, so it doesn't matter when you woke up, it's been manifested because people have wanted to change for a long time, and even people who aren't awake to certain truths have still wanted change because they've known innately inside that there's something wrong. And that's why a lot of people in the past have took their lives. They knew there was something wrong, couldn't quite put the finger on it, but we have been asking change for a long time, and that's why can't stop what's coming. And if there's an opposite, there's been a lot of bad in the world. The Piscean age, when Jesus is supposed to win and all that. That doesn't mean Pisces are bad, by the way. I'm a Pisces, many great Pisces out there. That was just the Piscean age. And we're going into the Aquarian age, nothing to do with the sign. So we have been asking for change. People want change more than ever now, than ever before. People see the change more now than ever before. People can say they were awake years ago, this, that, and the other. Yes, but the reason why it's sped up and it looks like, is because, as I drew a picture a few weeks ago, the rippling out and the dots, and then the next generation, and that's how that's how I see it, basically. Gandalf said, yeah, paraphrasing, the real magic comes from the little things that many do, not the big things that a few do, something like that. Anyway, yeah, exactly. I'm always looking for the silver lining in things as well. Keep telling everyone to keep off my wave, the negative, not doing it. Yeah, exactly. Saying to Archangel Michael today, was saying pumping out 432, pump that out to everybody. Get your phone on 432, but like this. Yeah. Room 432. So yeah, that was a really nice card. Number 7. Where is it? Where's it gone? Oh, it's here. I don't know if you can hear this because I tried to ding it before and I don't think it was really picking up on my microphone for long. Of 528, because that made me laugh as well, because JCK was talking about tuning forks and she's got some, and I thought, yeah, I've had mine for a while and I do love it, but I just forget that I've got a few instruments around. But I do need to get a couple more. And Finn was messing with it today because he's like, oh, let me put it on you. And I went round his third eye and he's like, oh, here with it. He's like, I can feel something here. I went, yes, you can, you will do. And I will be doing another meditation, and I will leave it longer next time. You know, I just sort of cut you all off, which is quite funny. So basically, that was just the message I got out of the cards today. Like I said, it's all about action now. And it doesn't matter if you fall down, you just get back up. It doesn't matter if you go back into the mundane, because you just get back into that frequency again. We are on Earth, we are part of Earth, and also we do get the lovely energies from above. It's learning how to be, personally, I think, human while we are here, living on Earth with all this stuff going in, all these things going on, all the frequencies, all the energies that we can use, learning how to use that for yourself, and you know, navigating with it. Why we're here on this plane of existence in this life, and that's all you can do. So like I said, it's what is best for you, to respect other people, where other people are at on their path, even if it's, you know, the jibby jab, to respect where they're at. It's their path. You can't tell anyone what to do. We all know as parents, or when you were younger, and I did the same thing because I'm stubborn anyway, and your mum or dad will tell you something and you go and do the complete opposite, because nobody likes being told what to do. And the best way to learn is by your mistakes, which are really, or challenges, which are really experiences that you need to propel you forward. Like I say, some people get stuck in it, but eventually they do move. And yeah, you've got to learn for yourself. We can't have a load of, you know, missing the test sheets, because if you didn't go through it, you're not going to learn it properly. The only way you're going to learn is if you actually go through the experiences, good or bad. We all have good and bad experiences, and we thank the universe for that with gratitude, because it helps us grow. That's what it helps us do, grow and expand. It only stunts your growth and keeps you stagnant if you're not learning by it and you're repeating the same old thing, which isn't easy to get out of old habits. It's not. So it does take time, and that's why I believe in what's going on the earth right now and above. As we've all said before, it is going to take time. When people moan, and I've said this before, many other people have on their channels, when people moan about, oh, thought you said it was then, thought when's this happening, you shouldn't be asking for a date, it's linear. At the end of the day, it's what it is. You've just got to get on with your life, because it doesn't work the same. And I think someone said on Mark Atwood's channel, oh, we could be doing this in even, you know, UFO disclosure, whatever, could be another 26 years. You'll be having experiences, believe me, because people are. But when they actually show themselves properly, which I believe, because people have got to catch up with all this bit that's coming out with the government and all that shit first. People don't even believe in that. And then they've got to catch up to themselves, and, you know, there's a lot of work that needs to be done, basically. And they need the time. But 26 years or more actually isn't even that long compared to thousands and thousands and thousands of years. And if you think about the past 4 years, they've just gone in blip. It's like warp speed. So, you know, to me, it's speeded up that way. Like, things are slow, but that's speeded up, if you get what I'm saying. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Effie said, you can make a coffee donation for an energy exchange. Please send through PayPal, which is on the live chat that Effie's put in, and there is a super chat anyway, just in case anybody's interested. But yeah, so that's all I'm going to say today. I don't know if anyone did find a pom-pom pen for pom-pom power. Power to the pom-pom, power to the people. I do believe someone will be back soon with a lot of pom-pom power. Oh, yeah. I think it's going to be, like we said, it's going to be hot for summer. I've said it's going to be hot for summer. Someone else said the other day they reckon it's going to be hot for August. That's summer. Ooh, hot with information. Don't lose your shinizzle, though, people. Don't use your shit. Don't lose your shit. You know, when you see what you're going to see. What's getting fixed? What, your pom-pom? Pom-pom power? Yeah, these people can't say we didn't. Exactly, you know. And none of it's out of that, oh my God, I told you so, even though we're all dying to say it. It's just, it was done out of love at the end of the day. Love for the people. Pom-pom, yeah, pom-pom power. I got 2 pom-poms. I'm wearing them as bubbles in my hair. Oh, Rainbow Wizard's got 2 pom-poms. He's wearing those bubbles in his hair because he has got long hair. So there you go. God's arrows, I love pom-pom power. Exactly. I love it. Pom-pom power. Pom-pom power. If you see a pom-pom pen, buy it and have the pom-pom power. And if you work in an office or at home and you do a lot of writing, you will have the pom-pom power if you use this pom-pom pen. So we've got Elle in the house, Gods Are Us, Angel A, Effie. You're going to have to put your name at the bottom. I really can't be bothered scrolling up tonight. Starlight Divine, we had Indigo in, we had Archangel Michael, Rainbow Wizard, Danny. Who else have we got in? Did we have Dobbs in? I think we had Patriot. I can't remember. I just don't want to scroll up. So if you want your name shouted out, you'll have to go underneath and just put a heart or something. I don't know. But everybody who's in chat anyway. I think there was Patricia just going off the top of my head. I'll just keep my waves open in all the time zones with, yeah. So, yeah, so like I said when I first came on, because my battery's going to go in a minute, how have you all been this week? Because I've been trying to think. I had a bit of a thing yesterday. I had a cracked tooth because I had a filling there and a bit into something, and my sister said someone else did that the other day, so a bit's come off, and I realised I'm not in the dentist, but we all know about what they call bloody fillings are bad, aren't they, you know, from years ago. So yeah, that happened to me yesterday. It was a bit like, oh my god, now I've got to find somewhere. It's bonkers. It's probably happened to a few people. As I've been talking to people, said it's happened to them as well, but it's mad. Oh, thank you, Archangel Michael. Just feeling fantastic. What you focus on becomes your timeline. Yeah, it does. Yeah, what you focus on becomes your timeline. Like I said, you can be aware of stuff going on, but it's more what you focus a lot on. It's not if you're focusing on a little bit of something, it's mainly what you focus on the most. What you spend most of your time doing is what you will manifest, you know, because I remember someone going on about law of attraction once. Went, oh, what if I thought of an elephant? Am I gonna, you know, a big elephant's gonna, you know, as a bit of a joke thing, gonna end up in my house? It's like, no, it's not what you sort of say sometimes, as in, you know, you probably say there is a guard against that, because if you just thought of everything like, oh my god, this first thing that popped in, you'd have loads of things all around you, wouldn't you? So, you know, constantly what you're putting out, what you're saying, speaking, the majority of the time. Do you know what I mean? Not just now and again, because that's just like, there had to be a guard against it, a boundary against it. Otherwise, I'd be sat here now thinking, oh, this would be like, pum, 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 be all over the place. I'd be like, oh my god. So, you know, I don't know what you've missed. I don't know what I was even saying. Just about the action thing, you know, it's, we gather all this information. I personally can look everywhere now, and we're all talking about the same things, obviously, because it's in the collective consciousness. And even if there's little bits are different, this, that, and the other, it is still. But what are you going to do with the information? What are you personally going to do with it to lift your frequency? Oh, thank you, Gods Are Us. I always want to say Toys Are Us when I see that. Even though they shut ours down over here, but I do. Hi, beautiful Dolly, just for coffee if you like coffee. If not, then tea. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just collecting all that, because like I said, there's something that I want to get hold of. That I said before. Oh, it's alright, it's not evil. And it's something that I want to use, but I'll be bringing it to you lot in a form of something that hopefully will help people that are interested in it. When I actually get it, sort something out that I've had in my head, my ideas, and we'll put that out at a point of when I receive it. So yes, but it will be, see, I'm receiving, it's going towards something, but I'll be giving it back out. There's the magic within that. So thank you very much to Gods Are Us. But oh yeah, and I pulled a card out before as well, and it was this lovely, which made me laugh. To receive what I want, I must not push against the unwanted. And it says on the back, and it's got this picture on, because the girl's pushing against this fence. She wants an apple on the apple tree, but she's pushing against the fence, resisting. But maybe it's because the tree's expanding and growing out. If she didn't push against the fence, the tree will eventually knock the fence down and she'll get her apples. So why is she pushing against it? That's what a lot of people do. They resist. This is an expanding universe. and all things must be allowed. In other words, for you to understand and experience what you desire, you must understand that which you do not desire. For in order to be able to choose and focus, both must be present and understood. And this makes me think about what's going on in 3D with the information that's coming out. People might not want this, but it has to happen to understand your choice of where you want to go. You have to see the bad to know what the good is. You have to be in the dark sometimes, maybe, and then see it to go into the light. And then you know what bad is. Like I said, the book I've read out, The Little Soul and the Sun. The little soul that was in the sun of what we all are comes from light. Didn't know it was light because it was surrounded by a light. You could say people that were full of joy and love and light. They just lived among each other, which I do believe that's the way it was at one point. But he wanted to know, how do I know that I'm light if I'm in the light? Right, you go down there and you'll meet a few people and a few situations. Some get too enthralled and end up with bigger traumas than others, but we all get trauma at some point of something. It just depends how you maneuver around it or stay in it. But it needed to know how it was light, you know, so it came where there was darkness to shine its light, because the light can be seen like the stars more at night time. The light shows up more in the dark, obviously. So you know, in these so-called dark times that some would say, we shine our light the brightest. Simple as, simple as. I don't know what's going on in chat. Yeah, when you can see that what is dark, you are in the light. Yeah, and it pushes you to be like, oh my God, I'm not having that. That's sort of what I did. No, that is not. We're not leaving our children in the dark. Do you know what I mean? But before I go, a lot of these children are coming in. Our children, star children, light children, whatever you want to call it, many different stars, whatever you want to call it. So we haven't got to look at the younger ones like they don't know what they're talking about, because a lot of these young ones are old souls anyway that have been here many times before. Just because they're in a body that looks younger or a baby does not mean they don't know what they're talking about. You know, my Finn's very defiant, and I think, well, yeah, he's one of them. Doesn't like to be dulled, you know. So yeah. I know, yeah. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael saying, what an amazing group of beings we have in this room. You all are. I love how you all get on. You all have a laugh with each other. No one gets offended when we're talking about stuff, because it is just people's perceptions. And we do have different looks on things, even though we're all coming from the heart and we all want the same. But you may have different experiences that are slightly different. We may use words that are slightly different, but they're sort of the same. And people shouldn't get triggered about that, because we're all at where we are at. But like I was saying, the biggest message today was it's action. To put into action. What was the beginning? I'm not looking at the cards. Pleasure. Take pleasure in the things that you do that make you happy. Gratitude. That's a lot of energy work. Energy work is gratitude as well. Giving gratitude for everything in your life every day. Drinking. Meaning, be careful what you consume, as in, be careful what you consume, but what you're drinking in, the energy that you're drinking in, of what you're watching, what you're feeding into. You know, if it tastes a bit bitter, then you don't need to be drinking it, do you? Yeah, connecting more with Gaia, the challenges and lessons, create your spiritual foundation. Find out what's good for you, what works for you. That could be breath work, could be yoga, could be energy work, whatever it is. Bring in more of your spiritual foundation, because this is where we're going in the age of Aquarius anyway. But it's what works for you. There's many different ways of meditating. There's not just one way, by the way. So find what's good for you and use it. And then if in the end you find out you want to do something else, because I do believe as well, as much as there's ancient ways of healing and this, that and the other, there's also going to be new stuff added on, because things change, and things will change from them what they knew. There'll be new things, because if we're always spiraling up and learning, there'll be new things as well. So that's beautiful as well, which I do think the younger generation may bring in, because remember, they're not all as young as they look. So that's what I see anyway. That's just me, but like I said, this is my journey with my opinions. You know, I don't let anyone sort of shadow my opinions. You know, this is my journey that I just share with you guys, and if you resonate, you resonate, and if you don't, don't, and that's fine, and that's okay. But we all know, mainly, like I said before about the food thing, that wasn't saying anything, that was just saying at the end of the day, yes, there's food, and yes, there's that does help raise our vibrations, but at the end of the day, it's here, and what you're actually doing, saying, speaking, and putting out. What are you putting out? What are you putting out? You know? We are, you are, we are one. Yeah, and I really want to say that, where we go one. Woo! Not said that for ages. That's coming. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to go now. I don't even know what time it is. What time is it? Oh, it's not bad for me. Hey, that's good, Chris. I'd rather be called daft than smart, because actually smart is yeah, programming. I mean that in a nice way. We say we're all intellectual, like, yeah, if you get what I'm saying. So you sort of turned it around when you said bit of a term like idiot. So no, yeah, I think you get what I'm saying. I think you get what I'm saying. Probably said that wrong, but yeah, you know, yeah. Now, blessings to you, Light and Dolly. Blessings and light to you, Dolly, and all in chat. Yes. 2:17 p.m. here. Aha. Yeah, we got somewhere we go one and we go all in the chat. Oh, we'll be shouting that out soon, believe me. As I've always said, more people. I've always said number 17 was more than people knew. It is to do with quantum and other stuff, and the letter Q is to do with the letter store, the name source as well. If you've not looked into that, and there's other things going on. I don't know why I'm rocking. There's other things going on with Someone said something about the white hats. Oh, wait till people find out who some of the white hats are. And I thought, I personally think some of the white hats are, yeah. But personally, that's me. Personally, that's me. I guess we'll just see. You know, there's a lot of shit coming, but I do believe there's a lot of surprises and presents. And if you remember what was said about presents, and I do believe, as the Queen put something about the Jubilee, we're having extra days or something. I thought, are we? Is that extra days of a holiday off? Maybe that some more news starts dropping or something like that. I'm just saying it out loud. I'm just saying it out loud. Is it a World Jubilee? It's not the 4th of July, is it? I don't even know when the bloody Jubilee is anyway, so I wouldn't know. I just saw that on my phone today and wanted to laugh. So I was like, really? Something's going on there then, isn't it? It's all not what it seems. Love wins, God wins, make no mistake about that. Yeah, exactly. And I got that, where is it? In one of my notebooks. I did show it this morning. Oh, I've got that many notebooks. Well, my drawing books, I should say. Where is it? Yeah, really don't know. I think it was on Instagram. It was a picture of a girl, and it says, "We win, Earth wins, God wins." Something like that. Something on the lines of that it was. Yes. So, I don't know why, but I was just looking at these and thought I need to pull a card out of the Light Seers Tarot before I go. Let's see what energy we can get out of these, because that's how I look at the cards, as energy. So, what we can get out of the cards, maybe, for a few days forward. Unity, yeah. Ooh, nearly. United we stand, exactly. I I think next time I do a meditation, I'm going to do it pre-recorded because I just want people to relax, and I want moderators to relax as well, so they don't have to feel like they're looking at chat, because I want you to join in as well. So we'll see how that goes on the next one, and I will do it longer and be a bit more prepared. So because I like doing it, but then I will be doing longer ones in the future. I'll talk about soon with something else. Apparently Biden visiting the Queen at Windsor. It's going to be a haunted castle because both real ones are gone. I know. Oh God, it's a shit show, isn't it? It's funny. Anyway, just see what we're getting. Oh, there you go. We've got 2. Seven of Cups, 7, and we've got the Knight of Wands. Basically, we've got choices to make, and it's your choice of what you do. Just like I said before, do you stand with the dark or the light? But there's lots of choices as well as maybe where you want to go in a job or whatever, because this is a guy and it's the Cups. And if you can see, there's lots of different things in the Cups because he's got choices. He's brought a lot of stuff in, and now he's got the choices to make the decisions he wants to make with the things that maybe he's manifested. You know, what is it you want to choose? You have a choice. You could say on the realms of like job-wise, this-wise, whatever, right, project-wise, but also decisions being made with people's choices right now can change. And then we've got we are, like I've said the other week, this is with your passion. So maybe it is about passions. You've got the choices of what you want to bring in now. Your passion, you're beating the drum to your own, you know, song, your passions, because it's Wands. Fire burning in the background. You've got the Stallion as well, and you've got the Fire, as in red again, with doing action, but you're beating the drum to your own, you know, your own tune. We're not beating the drum to their tune anymore. We're doing it to our own. But figuring out, and that's what the energy is. Figuring out what it is that you actually want to do. What is it you actually want to do? What is your soul purpose? What is it that you actually want to bring in that's going to help you be happy and move forward and put action into it, and loving that, you know, getting up every morning, doing whatever it is that you're doing, having the passion for it. Red, passion, fire in your belly. Basically. Thank you. So yeah. For united we stand, divided we fall, and if our backs should be ever be against the wall, well, we'll be together, you and I. Exactly, and this is what's happening. So they've pushed us so far. This is what's got to happen. They push the people to the extent of they'll break, which they are doing. And it's not the same as, you know, history repeating itself. It's different because there's different things at play here, which you can clearly see. And we're coming out of one age, going into another. So yeah, anyway, so I'm going to go. There's probably something else I wanted to say. I don't know. But basically, it's action time, people. Gather all the information you want at the end of the day, and it doesn't mean you can't not do that, but at the end of the day, what you're doing with that information. Don't just sit about, keep gathering information. You should sort of know by now, especially in this chat, you know, oh yeah, that's resonating, yeah, that chat's resonating, that's resonating, yeah, it's all the same, yeah, I get it. I'm supposed to be raising me up. What you're doing with it, what you're doing with that information to raise your vibrations. One of the most important things you've got to do now is use that information with the action with yourself to raise your vibrations, not just sitting there going, oh yeah, that person's saying same thing. You've got to do the work, because with what's coming, you're going to need to do it. Like I said, there's a lot of people that will say, yeah, I'm awake, but they just sit there and they're not doing the work. And when this shit comes out, some big booms, they're going to fall back down again. It's just fine, because pick yourself up. There's a lot of people are going to say, yeah, and then they're going to fall. And it'd be like, well, why? It's like, were you actually bringing it within yourself and practicing that every day? Like I said, it's not easy, but that's why we're all there to support each other, to remind each other as well. That's why I have to keep talking about these things, to remind everybody what we're meant to be doing. So yes. So anyway, thanks all for coming in. Yeah, the Shiva Shake, exactly. Shiva Shake. So thanks all for coming in. Like I said, nothing before was saying about anybody or against anybody. It's just that thing of the main biggest thing is your frequency and you know, all that. So yeah, let's get to work. Yeah, info, tools of our trade. Let's get to work. Exactly, Rainbow Wizard. Get your wands out. Let's go. So I will see you. God, this week's gone so fast, hasn't it? I just feel like I was here the other week going, I'll see you over the weekend, and if I don't, no, I won't see you over the weekend, and or whatever I said, and I probably won't see you over the weekend because, yeah, I think we're doing stuff, and I'll be working on some of my stuff as well, but, yeah, that's gone quick again, hasn't it? 1 minute it's Monday. This is what I say about the time thing, doesn't matter, because it's 1 minute it's Monday, next minute it's Friday. To me, and I got mixed up the other day on Instagram. I put something out about Thursday when it was Wednesday because I was a day ahead of myself, and I don't know what day it is. Much love to everyone in chat, sending love and light. Thank you. Yeah, so like I said, keep the chin up, and I will see you soon. Thanks all for coming in. Bye.